So we coming back in part two. I gotta show y'all this shit. I only got so much time to fucking actually sit and enjoy it because I do have to go to work later. But Digimon Battle Spirit, this was the Digimon Smash Bros game. I fucking love Digimon. That was my shit. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Yes, I do fuck with Pokemon at the same time as well. So if you want to say Mon or whatever the hell you want, I don't give a shit. But what I didn't have a chance to play, and this is why I love shit like this so much, is I did not have a chance to play Battle Spirit 2. So that's gonna be banging. I'm such a fucking little kid right now, yo. This is no goddamn joke. I'm geeking because I'm seeing games that I've played and I fucking love. Dragon Ball GT Transformation. This was like the continuation of Legacy of Goku. The Legacy of Goku that I liked the much, Legacy of Goku. I can't even talk right. The Legacy of Goku that I liked the most was Boo's Fury. I really fucked with Boo's Fury. Then Dragon Ball GT came out, and I do remember this was like one of the first times where I was able to buy a game for myself. And so before I sold it because of situations, I really like this game. So hell yeah on that one. There it is. We was just fucking talking about it. Boo's Fury. That's fucking nuts. Hey. Bitch, my inner kid is doing a goddamn dick dance right now. This is nuts. This is crazy. I gotta go swing my yurty bone for a hot second. Like, just with all this shit that's in here. Oh, there it is. Tactics Advance. And then I might have to go to the other one. So at Tactics Advance, this is a fucking classic. I want y'all to know this is a fucking classic. I want y'all to know this is a fucking classic. Let me say it again. Hey, focus for me. I want y'all to know this is a fucking classic. This game right here. This motherfucking game right here carried me through some shit. Y'all talk about games having like sentimental value and games having a place where like the world is so goddamn nuts. You need to fall into your escape. And funny enough, if you know about the storyline, this is like that's the actual story of the game. This game carried me through some shit. If they remake Tactics, because I hear a lot of people like, hey, remake Tactics, remake War of the Lions. My God, remake Tactics Advance, remake A2. And A2 is not going to be on this because I believe it came out on the DS, which you have to go to the next one. However, this was my shit. Whoever hooked this up, this is worth the fucking buy. This is worth the fucking buy. This is kind of nuts. Nuts, my guy. This was my shit. Now, my shit, Kirby. If you ain't fucking with Kirby, you fucking up, period. Look, I ain't even putting subtitles in this shit. That's how raw this video is going to be as far as like raw emotion. Kirby, Nightmare, and goddamn Dreamland. This game was a bop. You can't tell me it wasn't a bop because I know when games are fucking bops. This was a bop right here. Oh my God, such a good game. Oh, Lilo and Stitch. This game was cool too. It was like a platformer. And it wouldn't be what you'd expect out of a Lilo and Stitch game. I think the one I played was the first one because that's what they had, like Dr. Mosquito or some shit like that. So that was my joint. We just cruising. The reason why I know so many of these games is not to say that I was fortunate or spoiled at all. No, the fuck I wasn't. That's why I'm so geeked now because I'm grateful and have the fucking ability to be blessed to be able to get some shit like this, right? The reason we had all these games, it wasn't just me, it was my brothers too. Actually, most of these games were my brothers. They just didn't like them enough, especially games like Tactics Advance. They didn't understand it, they didn't want to play it, so they let me have it. But a lot of these games came from a pawn shop in like a Ziploc bag that one of the guys from my church, he was a real cool guy. He was a giver. He always gave to people and gave to kids that really didn't have as much as his kids had, because his family, you want to talk about families that had shit. I'm not going to say that they was loaded, but these motherfuckers, like, keeping up with the Joneses wasn't the fucking term for them. Like, they just was in their own bracket. And so what he would do is he would go to a pawn shop, he would buy a gank full of games and put it in a Ziploc bag and be like, hey, here you go, Merry Christmas. And that's how we got introduced to a lot of these games. That's how I got introduced to a lot of these games. Mostly my brothers would play like the beat 'em ups, stuff like this, Ultimate Alliance, even though I haven't played the Game Boy one, but the one on the PS2 slaps. That's like the best Ultimate Alliance in my opinion. Just because of the memories I have playing with my little brothers. But yeah, he would just like donate games to all the kids in the church or kids they didn't have as much. So that's how I got introduced to a lot of this shit. And now that I think about it, if it wasn't for him or even going to that church at the time, I probably wouldn't know shit about any of these games. And so that's kind of like what do they call it on TikTok now? The canon event shit. Mega Man and Bass. Yo, this is my shit, man. Oh my God, this game is so good. I do believe, correct me if I'm motherfucking wrong, I do believe that this game is the Game Boy version of Mega Man. Is it 7 or 8 that's got all the bosses in here, like Astro Man, Tengu Man, different stuff like that from like 2 different games, but they compiled it into one. This one's really good. This one is really good. You like Mega Man platformers, do yourself a favor and play that one. Then we getting into the battle networks. Let me see which one I had. Battle Network 5, Double Team. What is it called? No, so Team Proto Man. So I didn't play. The only battle networks I played and I really liked were 5, but these came out on the Game Boy. Proto Man and Team Colonel. I'm like not even in the camera. That's how excited I am. Team Proto Man and Team Colonel. And what happened was when the DS came out, they remastered or just basically slapped the games back for, I think, remastered. And so it was called Mega Man 5 Battle Network Double Team DS. And it was, it had Team Proto Man and Team Colonel. Only difference between these 2 games that I've seen is the certain chips that you can get, the master chips. Like you can only get Colonel and Team Colonel. You can only get Proto Man and Team Proto Man. And then there was, I think, a few gameplay differences. I don't even think there was much gameplay differences on there. But Battle Network is good if you guys like these card style video games. I don't even know what to call them, like card RPGs, games that are like Chain of Memories, where there's card mechanics involved, but you're not really playing like a card game per se. They're just they would help you power up your character and do different things like that. So Battle Network 5 was my shit. So I am reaching the limit of this video. I think I'm going to have a lot of videos talking about this shit. I'm really excited about this. I think this is what we'll talk about. Just different games that I really fuck with as far as this. If y'all want this is the Amanek RG558, I do believe. Do the one on the TikTok shop because I believe that shit is worth it. Because of all the shit that you get compared to what you get on the actual website. I think this was a guy that just got his own SD card, and he uploaded all of this shit on here. So that way you wouldn't have to. Now, technically, especially with having Chrome on there and having like the Play Store and different shit like that, you can go and get your own games. However, if you get the one that's like this, from what I'm seeing so far, I'm going to check out all this shit because I'm going to make sure I got my money's worth. What I'm seeing so far is most of the fucking games that were out there are on this shit, which is motherfucking amazing. I love this. So definitely do yourself a favor if you like emulators and you want to preserve this shit and get it. Grab this shit again. I'll check y'all in the next one.